Welcome everybody. I hope you guys are okay. So this is my first YouTube video that I'm going to be posting. And to start off with, as you guys know, in the last few videos on my TikTok page, I've been talking about something called cross-bordering. Now, many of you, private hire, Hackney, whatever it may be, may not know what cross-bordering actually is, what it means if the cross-bordering legislation gets put into place, what it means if it doesn't get put into place. So in this video I thought I will just give you guys a sort of insight into what it is, what it means, and what it will cause if it happens and if it doesn't happen. Now before I begin, like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so I would really appreciate it if you guys could press the subscribe button, and I will be posting little clips of this video onto my TikTok. So if you're watching on TikTok, head over to YouTube to watch the full podcast, if you want to call it. But let's just get straight into it. So I've got a little insight on my phone here as to what cross-bordering is, just so I don't make any major mistakes. So to begin with, cross-bordering, what it means is you're licensed in Council A, for example, and if you're licensed with Council A and you're working in Council B, that is cross-bordering. Now, this is a major uh, issue, if you want to call it, that is common with bigger companies like Uber, Bolt, and with your private bookings, your airport bookings. Like for example, myself, I work in the Staffordshire Moorlands. I pick up bookings from Manchester Airport, so I'm licensed to work in one council, but I'm picking up my booking from a different council. So when it comes to cross-bordering, me personally, I know there are a lot of people out there that are fighting to get this legislation put into place, and I don't know 100%, but I believe one of the main factors as to what has caused them to fight so hard is for the health and safety of passengers. This is one of the main issues that comes when we talk about cross-bordering. Health and safety of passengers. Obviously, a vehicle from maybe, in certain cases 100 miles away, 200 miles away, is picking up people in completely different cities. This driver obviously has no idea which way, if there is a quicker way to go. If the customers usually go a normal way, this driver has no idea, goes a different way. The customer's feeling a bit concerned as to which way is this driver taking me. And again, just the overall health and safety, even to other road users. As private hire drivers, I'm sure every single one of you, and if anybody lies here, then you're not a private hire driver or a taxi driver, but we've all broken the speed limit. Yes, I will say that because we all have. When work is busy on a weekend, we've if we haven't got passengers in the vehicle, we've broken the speed limit. And if you're doing that in a town where you're clueless as to if there's um, a junction coming up, it is a huge health and safety factor working. Because why, one of the what I will say is, why is insurance so expensive for private hire taxi drivers? First of all, yes, we are hire and reward. We pick passengers up, drop them for a fare, our wages. But on the other hand, it links back to food delivery. Why is food delivery so expensive? That's hire and reward. But it's because we're driving very fast. We're on the road for longer hours. We get tired, we speed. So obviously, if you're in a completely different city speeding, it's just not, health and safety wise, it's not what we should be doing. I mean, if you're speeding in a area where you're local to, you know where you're going, it's not good, but it can be a lot safer because at least you are aware of your surroundings, where to go, where not to go. But anyway, let's get away from the speeding factor of things. I'm not claiming that I speed and speed and speed, but why is cross bordering good? What are the upsides to it? So when it comes to cross bordering, obviously you're picking up passengers from all over the place. More work, more money. Simple. You are a Birmingham driver living in Birmingham, you drop a booking off to Manchester, you carry on working in Manchester. You don't have to drive all the way back to Birmingham for your next booking. You can crack on work there for the rest of the night. And I believe on Uber there is a destination setting where you can set your destination back to Birmingham, and slowly, slowly, if there's a booking, the Uber app sends you back with a booking. So, for example, Manchester to Stoke, Stoke to Stafford, Stafford back to Birmingham. So obviously, in that way, more work, more money. Simple. The flexibility, you can work by airports. If there's 17 flights landing at Manchester Airport, you live in Birmingham, and again, you drop a job off in Manchester, you can go right to the airport, you can crack on, you can work there. Different city centres. If you live in a very rural area, you can go work in a city centre, no problems. And again, with events, major events, football games, anything like that, you can go work there. Obviously, it's going to be a lot busier, so it just all comes under the fact that there's a lot more money to be made. Um, so with cross bordering, obviously you've got your matter of safety, but I feel like when it comes to cross bordering, you can get a taxi badge very, very, very easily right now. Nowadays, with your councils, as you guys all know, with Wolverhampton, with Knowsley, with Ashfield. I mean, Ashfield is completely online. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Ashfield, you can get a taxi badge by literally filling out a few forms online. It's that simple. With Wolverhampton, the test, I've never done it myself, but apparently it's very easy, and we can all see that with how many drivers that they have given badges to. So it is, you can get a taxi badge very easily now, and I think, is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I've seen on many occasions private hire drivers parked up on taxi ranks. Now, we are private hire drivers. We can only pick up bookings that are pre booked. We are not allowed to apply for hire. That is illegal. Drivers have been um, arrested. Drivers have gotten their badges taken off them for doing such things. So, it's not the way forward. But on many occasions, I've seen many of these Wolverhampton drivers, Ashfield drivers, and I'm not saying every single Wolverhampton driver out there is terrible or is clueless or has no knowledge, because a lot of them do. But there is a fair percentage that do have absolutely no idea. I work in a very rural area, a very small town. There's a lot of one-way streets. You got drivers, Wolverhampton drivers, Ashfield drivers, Knowsley drivers. I've seen them all in the town. Working with Uber, of course, going the wrong side down a one-way street. This all goes back down to why is the insurance so high? Why is it dangerous? Because these drivers don't know where they are. They're not used to this town that they have just arrived to complete a few jobs. They have no clue. It's dangerous. Customers in the car going down the wrong way on a one-way street, another vehicle comes the other way. Game over. Another thing it says here is tension with local drivers. Local drivers may see you as taking their work. It can lead to complaints and reports. Obviously, Alhamdulillah, when it comes to rizq, the money that we make, I believe every pound that we are going to earn on this earth has already been written for us. So again, that's a conversation for a different video. But cross-bordering, when it makes sense, when you use license operators apps, you know your council rules. You mainly do pre-booking jobs, an airport and long-distance runs. When it's risky, cash pickups outside your area. If you, I believe Uber do pick up cash customers. If you're picking up cash customers from 100 miles away from where you are, you guys know the problems that come with cash. Sitting on ranks you're not licensed for, especially if you are a private hire. You cannot be sitting on taxi ranks. It's illegal. You cannot be applying for hire. But to just sort of conclude everything in this video, cross-bordering, is it something that we should be in favor of? Is it something that we should be against? I know a lot of people that will be against it because they are obviously licensed with these certain councils, can't or won't get a local badge. It is one of them things that slowly I believe will come into place. A lot of these councils now, I mean, what the UK government intends to do, and I'm not saying this is a overnight procedure, it's a very long haul kind of thing. What they want to do, join councils together. For example, I am from the Stoke-on-Trent area, Staffordshire, and I believe Staffordshire, Staffordshire Moorlands, Newcastle under Lyme, and Uttoxeter, these four councils will join under one huge council body. So all these four councils will all become one. To get a taxi badge, you'll have to get a badge within there will only be one badge, one driver badge, one vehicle certificate for that whole area. You will only be able to pick up jobs within that area. You drop off a job in Manchester, you come back to your local council, that whole area, to pick up your next job. That's how it's going to work. So obviously, if you played in Wolverhampton, I don't know which council will join with Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton, you got Birmingham, Walsall. Maybe they will all join together, but you can only pick up bookings within that area. That's what cross-bordering is. If it does come into place, then a lot of drivers will be leaving the trade, because obviously, if Wolverhampton issued over tens of thousands of badges last year, 2 years, 3 years ago, how many drivers are going to be waiting in Wolverhampton for the booking? It's common sense. So maybe it will be a good thing for the taxi industry, maybe it won't. Maybe it would be good for customers, maybe it won't. Again, the whole reason I'm making this video is I want your guys' views. If you're seeing this video on TikTok, drop me a comment in the comment section below. Do you guys think cross-bordering should come into place? And while you're there commenting, drop me a follow on TikTok. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, then subscribe, share this video, and press the like button. I will also be sharing this onto my Facebook page and onto my Instagram page. So whatever you guys are watching from, press the follow, press the subscribe button, leave your views down in the comment section below. This is vital. I made this video to get everybody's views, what you guys think about it. I'm the one that's talking behind the camera, and it's a lot easier if you guys literally just type a comment, write a message in the comment section and press post. What do you guys think of cross-bordering? Is it something you're in favor of? Is it something that you guys are against? Why? Drop it all in the comments below, because I am actually intrigued. I want to know. Me personally, I'm at the moment 50-50. If I was to lean to one side, I would say I'm in favor of it. But again, I'm not that 100%, because I don't work for Uber, so I don't know what it's like to pick up a job in Stoke-on-Trent, drop off in Manchester, pick up in Manchester, work in Manchester. I don't know what that feels like. So, I mean, I work with a private company at the moment, a base. So, like I said, drop me a message in the comment section below. I'm going to be reading all the comments. I will be replying to a few. But as always, guys, thank you very much for all the love and the support that I've been getting. Watch out for the next video.